is to get out and mingle so that eventually at some point they're no longer single, but when you're by yourself, you're out with other single people and then you become one. So you become, you know what I'm saying. But single is single and mingle. It's what it says, like Yvonne said.
Okay. Mr. Malcolm, we finally got another guy in the home. Hopefully he's on the man's team. No, I'm just kidding.
Always. I mean, single, meaning...
Pull your mic stand down. There you go.
Okay. Single, that means you're not with anyone, you're not in a relationship, you're happy, you're fine being by yourself. You live your life, you go to work, you come home, you watch TV, you do you with your pet or whatever you do. Mingling means you're tired of being single. That means you need to go out there and you're trying to meet somebody. Mm-hmm. You want to end this game that you've been playing for the last couple of however. Right. But I mean, you get out there, you meet people, and you try to see what's compatible with you, and then you go for it from there.
Okay. Boss lady. Give me that boss look. Oh. We got the boss lady, we got the comedian, we had the board of electives, and we had the DJ. Welcome. Y'all, we have had an intellectual conversation this evening, and we're talking on topics of being single and the issues. We know Mr. Malcolm had just came into the station. He missed quite a bit of the questions. We're not going to go back onto them. But let me ask you a question, Malcolm.
Yes.
As a man, are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What is it that, as a single man, what are your pet peeves when you approach a single woman?
Well, I don't like it my pet peeve is when a woman that you just meet, she wants to know everything. I mean, she wants you to spill every nook and cranny, every dirt.
What's
everything.
Wrong with that?
I mean,
what's wrong with that? I'm coming from a different
because a lot of times those questions are referred to something that happened in your past. You may not be that person anymore.
What are some of the questions that you think that they?
Let's see.
How
many kids you have?
Okay, what's wrong with telling a woman how many kids you got?
Other questions come behind that. Any baby
Okay,
mama drama? How old is your kids? How many different baby mamas you got? It's not necessary. We're dating.
Sweetie,
we're
plain and simple. Look, I have 4 kids. I'm single. I'm going through a divorce. What's wrong with telling a woman that?
I'd rather she get to know me before she gets to know my life. We're just mingling. We're just meeting. If I just meet this young lady.
But you might be a serial killer.
Hey.
You might be a rapist. You must just got out of jail.
How women perceive our perception.
That's that perception again.
Because for us knowing you is to know that part of you. And for you, for a man, you guys, you don't need to know that. But see, that's how we differ.
Well, but you got to understand, yes, you're absolutely right. But a lot of women out here, they feel like they already know what they want. So therefore, they're going to look for that in a man. And I don't think that's right. I think you find someone that you're compatible with, and y'all grow in certain places together. Not, you got to have 7 figures. You got to have this many cars. All of these things are like this. It's just crazy. Know the person, their personality first. Know where they came from, and then go personal.
I've
Just
got
stay out of my personal life.
I've got to interject, Malcolm. And the only way to get to know the individual is to ask those questions. How are you going to know if you're compatible or not compatible without asking? I want to know if some women don't want a man with 6 kids, 8 kids, or 2 kids. So I need to know that up front. So some questions you just have to ask. I want to know. Some people don't want the drama. And at my age, I want to know if your kids are grown off to college and out of my way.
Well, at 43, I don't expect no woman to take care of mine.
Okay, but at the same time, we're all in the same age range here in this room.
Right.
Okay. Right. No one in here is under 40. Okay. Everybody in here, well, actually, nobody in here is under the age of 43, I should say. We're all in the same age range. But as a single man, I can tell you the issues that I've came across with coming across single women. And from them, well, I'm still married and I'm still living at home. We haven't got a divorce, or they're single. They've been they're still married, but they're single. Okay, and we've been separated for 8 years, 9 years, but I've dated other men. But hold on, but you're still married, okay? Or you have kids, okay? 6 or 7 years of age. I mean, 6 kids, 6 or 9 kids, 3 or 4 baby daddies. When I meet you, I'm gonna ask you these questions. So tell me, how many kids you got up front? I want to know up front because I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time. Yeah, we can mingle, but I'm not gonna continue being single. I'm gonna ask you how many kids you have. Do you have baby daddy drama?
That's a valid.
Okay, I went out with a young lady. And, well, she went, oh, well, I'm a reformed bisexual. Okay, really? You're reformed bisexual. Okay, we downtown on Chicago River having lunch and everything. Here, a person called a person's name. And blah, 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 blah. We were with each other last night. And threw the pitcher of ice water in her face. I got up and left.
Wow.
Okay, see, we all give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and okay, well, hey, okay, they're not that, but you just said you don't like a woman asking you 50 million questions, but the only way a woman is able to get to know who you are, she has to ask these questions for her safety, and just like me, I have to ask these women these questions as well, because I don't want to go out with you, and you got your man, whomever, I'm not going to call out any names, or whomever, and we go out to dinner for a business lunch, and your man doesn't take it as a business lunch. He sees me, okay, and he want to stalk and see where you go. Hold on, I'm going to surprise my woman, and she out at 8 or 9 or 12 o'clock at night. It's not about insecurity, but the man want to know where his beautiful treasure is going, where his jewel is at. Okay, and at the same time, hold on, she over there with that stud over there. He getting mighty close up on her. What's going on? Let me approach. Well, baby, what you doing here?
But you know what, Rob? Can I interject?
Go ahead.
Someone of that caliber, when she's saying the line of business that she's in.
I didn't say who it was.
Well, I'm just going to say, when you say on a business, date or meeting, she's just as secure, and her man better be just as secure to know that whoever she's out with, that's a business meeting. I won't get the surprise on this round. I need to turn the other way right now, and I'll see her tonight. Or I'll see her, but some men should know when you meet.
But some men don't know that.
So what I'm saying is, when you get into a relationship like an individual of that type of caliber, you learn that she's going to be out with clients. She's going to be out. It may be male, female, and but some surprises are not surprises. So
don't get shy there, Malcolm. You can step in. You can say something. You can say something anytime you want, man.
I'm with you. You did mention, you said business day, but when we're talking about actual dating a woman, yeah, insecurities has everything to do with it. But to reiterate back on as far as the questions, you're right. Ask the questions, but I don't want all of them on the
all
first
at
date.
one time. Okay.
I don't want all the questions on the first date.
Well, you got to make it to the second date.
Exactly.
Okay, I
You know what I'm
got you.
saying? I don't want to be drilled.
Right.
Okay.
We don't like to be drilled. We get backed up in the corner. Hell, something got to stop there. Something
Okay.
wrong with you. And damaged goods is my biggest thing I run into when it comes to dating women.
Okay.
Damaged goods.
You just said some damaged goods. I want you to start off and tell me what is damaged goods, and then we're going for Tracy, then Gidget, and then we're going to Yvonne. I want each one of you to tell me in your own words what is damaged goods. Okay, tell me what is damaged goods from a man's point of view, and then from a woman's point of view. Go ahead.
I fell in love. My last relationship, I fell in love with a woman who had extreme damage. She was extremely damaged. And the damage came from her ex-husband. The things that he'd done to her. For instance, at night when we sleep, I may want to roll over and put my arms around her. She jumps because she was used to getting beat by her ex-husband. So at night, I can't cuddle with her. We're in a relationship.
I can contest to that. I've been involved. My ex-wife was like that, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Finances. I mean, yeah, everybody have their own, you have your own bank account. When you've been together and you share things, her husband took so much from her, it was hard for her to share finances. And
Talking to
bills.
the mic. Talking to the mic.
Right. It was hard for her to share those things so we can help each other. So that's damage. Whatever damage that a previous relationship do, and sometimes women tend to bring that and look into the new guy and hold on, wait a minute, let me see if he finna do this, instead of forgetting what happened. Not forgetting, but you know what I'm saying. When you get to the new guy, find him out. He's not the other guy, and that's my definition of damaged goods.
I just want to say it's not easy to just not be cautious. She doesn't have a choice but to be cautious. If she learned from those mistakes back in the day, she should be cautious. And it's not your fault, but that's why in the beginning when you talk about the relationship and she's explaining what she's going on, it's your job to secure her and make her comfortable enough so that you don't relive or do those things. So it's almost like sometimes they're trigger points. You triggered her. So find another way, maybe just perhaps rub her and then turn her over and hug her, whisper in her ear, baby, this is me, whatever it takes. But I think, and to answer your question on that, pet peeves and what was the other one? I'm sorry, the damaged goods. I don't know if it's necessarily damaged goods. It's just that we've been through. We've had experiences. Like for now, like at my age, I want a seasoned man. When you're seasoned, you've been through quite a bit. You've been through some things, and then you kind of just work on them. But you write the storyline. If you remember that, you write your own storyline. So whatever happened to her in her past, there's some things that happened to you too. You men act like y'all ain't never been through nothing. You men act like you've never been through anything. And I'm going to say this. I hate to go there, but I have to.
You men.
Just because your last woman liked it that way, don't mean this new one likes it that way. So it doesn't mean we were damaged. It doesn't mean even if you were damaged, but there are some things. So when we start talking about physically or mental abuse, things like that, that doesn't make it that she was damaged good. She's just been through some things. And, hey, I don't want to go through it again.
Well, I mean, give the new guy the benefit of the doubt. I understand be cautious. I understand be safe.
She's with them.
Thank you, Yvonne.
I'm talking, hold on, Yvonne. I'm talking not 6 months into relationships. I'm talking 4 years into the relationship.
But it's
and I'm
still-
still getting.
Well, I mean, because everything isn't overnight.
Right.
You know, it might have been years that has happened to her. She has all of these years of things. I'm going to be transparent, excuse me. I was in a domestic violence relationship, physically and mentally. So, you know, to God be the glory. Who I have now is, he's amazing, and he's nothing like that one. So, it's not like you're damaged goods. You know, like Tracy said, you've been through some things. You've been hurt, and so you're really cautious.
Well, can you honestly say that because of your previous relationship that you had an extra amount of guard up to look out for the things that you witnessed in the past, that you experienced in the past in your relationship, or did you just? That's what I'm trying to understand.
To me, I think it depends on the person that you're with. I think they bring you to a place where you're more relaxed and you work through those things. It's not like I said before, it's not like it's overnight, and you're healing. You're always healing, and some things may trigger something that happened in the past, and, but if you got a good spouse or mate or whatever you want to call them, you work through those things. So, and fortunately for me, that's what I got.
Okay.
I like it.
Miss Gitchett.
I can understand where he's coming from because I was in a relationship with a guy whose wife left him and moved another guy in their house that he built from the ground up. So he had a connection with his house, and he pulled up to pick the kids up and saw this guy. So when I got with him, he could not trust me, and plus I'm a comedian, so that didn't make it, any better. But he would refer to me, like if stuff happened, you remind me of my wife, or, my wife did that. And so I can understand. I mean, men are damaged too. And they can be, and I couldn't deal with it because we were together 3 years. You still doing this. Obviously, you need counseling. And I totally understand what you're saying. So I just think that some people you just can't be with because you can't continue to go on like that. I just couldn't do it anymore.
At what point do you make the decision, I'm done, I can't take it? I mean, you can only refer.
Because let me tell you real quick what he did. We went out right on 87th. This is a lodge. And he planned on coming back because I lived in Indiana. So he planned on coming back with me. After the party was over, he said, pop the trunk. He got his bag, jumped in the car with 4 other people, and drove off and left me sitting in the parking lot.
Why? Like
I don't know.
What's that about?
That was it. That was it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, what? Where did this come from?
Was he mentally?
He probably was on drugs. I don't know.